this has literally changed the course of my business. I'm in the process of hiring another bookkeeper, getting ready to, offer some more benefits that I was not able to offer, years ago. So things are just starting to change for me, and it's a little scary. I must admit, it's a little scary, but definitely exciting. And I just can't thank Interview Connections enough, because this has changed the course. I finally figured out my marketing problem.
At the end of the show, you have this amazing conversation and you're about to wrap up and just move on to your next meeting. And the host goes, "Hey, wait, how can I hire you?" That was really cool. And that's off off record. Of course, we're not recording this. So that has started to happen, I've had a streak of maybe 7 to 10 shows now where this kind of repeats itself. And 3 of them have now engaged with me.
I was doing all of the background work for Isaac and doing a lot of the communication with the podcast host to set everything up. I booked another client out of that as well. So I was talking back and forth, and was the wife of the host. She and I were talking back and forth, and she became a client of mine as well. So she wasn't the host, she was actually the wife, and we were just corresponding from talking, and we formed a great connection, and she purchased a retreat with me. So.
Video library of how to do fascia release on yourself at home. I think I had like 20 or 25 sales for 2 years that I'd been marketing for it. And by the end of my time with Interview Connections, I want to say I was at like 125 as far as programs sold.
And so I joined, and it's actually almost 4 years now that I've been on board. And so it instantly gave me incredible credibility in the industry, in a new industry, I might add. So before I even was on a podcast, I did what the team recommended, and that was share that I'm going to be on podcasts. And so that's one of my greatest success stories. Was I started saying, "Hey, I'm going to be on this show. It's about to come out." And one of my first success stories was that someone recognized it, shared with a friend, and I got hired to be a speaker because of the credibility from that. And I became a speaker. And from that speaking event up in Napa, California, I got many, many clients just from that. And the show, I hadn't even been on the podcast, hadn't even aired, but from credibility of being on a show. So that was right out of the gate.
I'm a financial planner. I started with Interview Connections beginning of this year and had a really quick win. I think 3 episodes in, the host became a client right after we were done. We got off recording and they said, "Okay, so we were serious. We really like what you had to say. How do we make this official?" And that alone made the investment worth it and everything else.
It was one of my first 4. And at that point I had 8 booked, and she was my ideal client, and no discovery call was required. She just was like, "How do I sign up to work with you one-to-one?" And that alone, that close was a $25,000 close for me.
And so for this client who came on this morning, she said, "So-and-so recommended me to your page, of which I followed for a while, and I really enjoyed your content. Then you started talking about your playlist. I binged all of your podcast episodes. Then I followed different folks that you had connected me to and did some additional research. Then I decided it was time to book a consult with you." And again, one of those easiest, it's not a sell. It doesn't even feel like a sell to me. It feels like, "Hi, it's good to see you. We belong together." And there has been already this screening process for both of us.